In parts of India and Africa, farmers don't fence out leopards. They station a single dog at the edge of the property, and the leopards simply stop coming. Today, we're breaking down the 4 dog breeds that real-world evidence suggests leopards go out of their way to avoid, and why breed number 1 is used specifically because leopards seem to recognize it on sight. Number 4. The Boer Bull. Developed in South Africa specifically to guard homesteads against the continent's most dangerous predators, the Boer Bull was bred with leopards, hyenas, and even the occasional lion in mind. Farmers in leopard territory have relied on Boer Bulls for generations, not because the dog is guaranteed to win a fight, but because a 150-pound animal that won't back down changes a leopard's math entirely. Leopards are ambush predators. They rely on surprise and a clean, fast kill. An animal that stands its ground, barks a warning, and doesn't flee removes the one advantage a leopard actually needs. Ask yourself, if an ambush predator's entire strategy depends on surprise, what happens the moment surprise is off the table? But size and confidence only go so far. Breed number 3 earns its reputation from an entirely different mountain range, guarding against snow leopards for over 1,000 years. The Tibetan Mastiff. For centuries, Tibetan Mastiffs have guarded monasteries and remote herding camps across the Himalayas, territory shared with snow leopards, one of the most elusive big cats on Earth. Traditional accounts from Himalayan herders describe snow leopards avoiding camps with a Tibetan Mastiff present, favoring easier, undefended targets instead. Part of that reputation comes from sheer presence, a thick-coated 150-pound guardian with a deep, resonant bark that carries for miles across open terrain. Sound alone can be enough. A leopard that hears a mastiff long before it sees one often simply moves on rather than risk the encounter. If you didn't know a single dog's bark could reroute a snow leopard's entire hunting path, hit that subscribe button. We're covering stories like this every week. Breed number 2 isn't relying on size or sound. It's relying on the exact same tactic leopards themselves use. The Central Asian Shepherd, also known as the Alabai. Bred across Central Asia specifically to guard flocks from wolves, jackals, and big cats, the Alabai brings something rare to a leopard encounter: patience. Unlike breeds that react loudly and immediately, Alabais are known for a calm, watchful presence until the moment a threat actually closes distance, at which point their response is immediate and decisive. That unpredictability matters. A leopard reads body language before committing to an attack, and an animal that gives no obvious warning signs is far harder to plan around than one that's visibly agitated from a distance. Picture a predator built entirely around reading its target's behavior, suddenly facing a guardian that gives nothing away until it's already too late to retreat safely. And that brings us to breed number 1. The dog most directly credited in real conflict zones today with driving down leopard attacks on livestock. The Kangal. In parts of Turkey, Iran, and increasingly in leopard conflict regions of India and Africa, conservationists and farmers have turned specifically to the Kangal as a working deterrent against big cats. Documented livestock guarding programs, including projects placing guardian dogs with herders in predator conflict zones, have shown measurable drops in predation once a properly trained guardian dog is introduced to a flock. The Kangal's size, its famously calm confidence, and a reputation built over centuries of confronting wolves and bears combine into exactly the kind of animal a leopard's ambush strategy struggles against: large, alert, and completely unwilling to be intimidated by a low growl from the tree line. Ask yourself, if conservation programs are actively choosing this specific breed to reduce leopard attacks on livestock, what does that tell you about how leopards actually respond to it? Which of these 4 guardians surprised you the most, and would you trust one to guard your own home? Tell us in the comments, and if you're ready for more, check out our deep dive on Kangal versus Wolf right here.